Hello, everybody. I may be alone here tonight. I don't see anybody in the chat. This is my first members only live stream. So I was going to talk about something that happened to me recently. Before I do that, let me play this little screen clip for you. Hello, all my YouTube friends. Sorry about the sunglasses inside. My eyes have really been burning and bothering me lately. So tonight is a special thank you to all my loyal subscribers, and you know who you are. I want to thank you for watching my videos all the way through, and for those who watched the ads to help me out. I want to thank you for coming to my live streams and sticking around and participating and getting to know other people in the community and sharing our love. I want to thank you for the super chats and PayPal gifts and memberships. I want to thank you for sharing your stories with me through comments and through email. I want to thank you for your encouragement and love. I want to thank you for your text messages and phone calls and those who have sent me special gifts through the mail. I thank my Heavenly Father every single day for sending me a loving family through YouTube. This song was written especially for you. Just a little thank you, and I'm letting you know your special gifts of love are helping me grow. As I try to help others by your joining me, we are doing this together, we are family. We can help others to find joy in their lives and not be discouraged by all the strife. Thank you for your help. I know I'm not alone. You are all members and part of my home. Thank you for helping me to help others and to inspire others. I appreciate you and I love you all. So, that's how I feel about my members and all the people that come to my channel. And so far as nobody's here. I have 29 members, but I don't know if they got the notifications. So if you get to watch this later, I'm going to share what happened to me the other day. Everyone knows I've been working on my pocket door and my steps and different things on my box fan. Well, John stayed for a couple of weeks, and I don't even know if I'm coming across if the volume is right or anything. But anyhow, he stayed for 18 days actually, and he came all the way from New Hampshire to help me out. He had already had vacation plans. He was talking about coming in November or December, but he never made it. So anyhow, he finally made it, and he's kind of a procrastinator. Has a lot of obstacles, but he made it. He came all that way. He brought me a birthday cake, fresh pineapple, walnuts, all kinds of goodies. Um, he he had his car, he has a Prius, and he had it loaded all the way to the ceiling with stuff because he wanted to bring enough stuff that he thought we might need in the things that we're going to fix. The project ended up being a lot bigger than we ever thought it would be, and he worked his fanny off. Of course, my door, you can see back here, still not right. We had a thunderstorm the day we put it on the door, and it was not ready. And I was just starting to put the sealer on there and hope that it would keep from getting moisture into it. It's supposed to be an external door. It's not an external door. It's more of a like an interior door. It's hollow inside, and we just couldn't fix it. And the minute the water hit it from the thunderstorm, it pretty much destroyed my door. It started to warp right away. It's warped in the corners. You can see sunlight through the corners and down the side a little bit. And then the windstorm also blew the door wide open. It hit the electrical box and it smashed. It put a hole in the door on the outside. So that was not a pleasant thing. I'm only going to go a short time, maybe 30 minutes. If nobody shows up, I doubt I'll keep talking because no point. But anyhow, so he left a few days ago, and the day he left at about 6 o'clock in the morning. I did make sure I got all my keys from him before he left the night before when we said our goodbyes. But anyhow, in the morning, I had the door locked through the night, and in the morning I had to get out and take the dog out to go to the bathroom and empty my jug and things like that. And I went out the door, and I didn't have the keys in my pocket. I was so used to him carrying all my keys on his hip that I never even thought to put the keys in my pocket. So when the door closed, it locked. So I was scrambling around. I went all the way around the truck, checked all the doors, checked the side door. That you can't get into the truck from the back, so everything was locked up tight. Even the trailer and everything was locked up, but thank goodness the shed was not locked. So I managed to get into the shed, but I still couldn't find anything that I could pry the lock open on the door. So I went up to the manager's place and nobody's there. I checked, called the manager's office. I checked with my friend Alan and Jerry, who live right here at the RV park where I'm staying, and neither one of them were around. And so it was pretty scary because I thought, gosh, I locked the door. I could not figure out how I'm going to get in. So thank goodness the shed was open. I went in. I had the telescoping ladder. So I pulled out the telescoping ladder. I leaned up against the truck where the window is. I was able to pry the window open. And when I leaned the ladder up there, I could not get close enough to the truck to climb through the window. So I do have another 4-step ladder in the shed, and I managed to get that out, and I was able to turn it sideways so I could get up to the window. I stretched my body out across my mattress and pulled myself by holding the sides of the mattress, pulled myself into the truck. I managed to get in. I thought I was going to lose it because the ladder started to wobble as I was trying to kick to get up into the truck. But I did manage to get up in, and don't ask me how I handled all that. So first thing I did is got the keys and put them in my pocket and went outside and put everything away and checked it around, and still nobody was around. So that was a pretty scary incident. I've run across so many obstacles on this not rebuild, but really repair on the truck. So I've had a lot of problems with this pocket door, and I've been working on trying to get the pocket door straightened out. I've done everything. I don't have the strength to jam the door in as far as I can. Even when I jam it, it's only about 18 inches, at very most 18 inches open. And so I can't really walk through the door straight on, and there's nothing to hold on to. So when I get in there, I have to come up from the ground to the first step. It's like 16 to 18 inches. It's a really high step. So once I get into the first step, then I have to go up to the floor. That's another good 14 to 16 inches with nothing to hold on to, nothing to balance myself. My legs start shaking. I start losing my balance. I have nothing to hold on to except the door itself. And so I managed to get up in the truck, but it's so dangerous for me because I can afford to fall and break another bone. I've had too many broken bones in the last few years, and if I break another bone, it could be very serious for me at my age. I don't have osteoporosis yet, but I know it's working on it. And because my bones are so brittle and they break easily. So anyhow, so that's kind of the problem with the door. And then there's other things like the fact that I can't really. I used to have an office chair every time I moved, and it would move on its own because the truck is never completely level. So the chair, all I have to do is twist a little bit, and the chair starts rolling, and it would roll right into the door area where the step is, and the wheels would roll off into the step, and my body would be all contorted trying to pull myself out of the chair to keep from getting hurt. So it was kind of crazy. And then, of course, I got Maxie, and Maxie has a real trouble getting. He's already afraid of heights. He doesn't really like to be on the bed unless he has to be. He likes it there once he gets up there, but he fights me and he won't get close to the edge. So going down that step, he would fight me. He didn't want to go out for a while. And then once he learned it, he learned how to escape. But when he goes down the step, it gets his paws down on the step part, like 14, 16 inches, and his whole body is stretched out. And when his head is down here and his feet, its butt is up here and it starts to go forward to almost fall out of the truck. And he jumps and twists to get level, and then he can get out. But it was scary because I thought if he was going to get hurt, I was going to get hurt. When I step down there, I lose my balance. My legs want to give out from under me. I tweak my back and my shoulders sometimes to try to brace myself. Anyhow, so it's been rough, and then just I knew that for my own safety's sake, I had to get out of the uh, pocket door. So I went to Home Depot with my friend John, and I told them I was looking for it. We started to get plywood to build a door from scratch. We're going to use two 3/4 inch sheets of plywood and glue and screw them together to make a door. But then I thought, well, maybe we should check on the prices of the doors. So I told the uh, guy that works there I wanted an external door. We told him what we were doing, and he said we have one that's on sale. So I found this one door. It was just the right width, 24 wide, and we knew we would have to cut some off of it. But anyhow, it was a bad decision. The door was no good. The door is hollow inside. You once you cut it, and even if you put a piece of wood in it, it separates. And so before we had to cut it to fit the door. The framing is not bad, but I guess they called that a door jamb. It's not too bad, but anyhow. So so we've been working really hard at getting the pocket door out. Took days and days to get the pocket door out. Took days and days to get this broken up door in. Cut out the uh, wedges area where the hinges have to go. We have 5 hinges on the back. They have um, 2 door locks, one for the top part and one for the bottom part, and a handle. So I had to cut out all of that just to make that work. You know, So it was a ton of work, and the you would not believe. I shared out part one of my um, fixing repairs. Uh, uh, First up, how he had to fix the air conditioner from the leaks because I flooded my floor. So I did that one, which was part one, and he also put in the electrical boxes. And then I did another one today, and it should be out tomorrow. On the part two, we're talking out, showing, actually demonstrating how I got the pocket door out. So hopefully everybody will go and watch that video. I think it's pretty interesting, and if you ever need to take out a pocket door, especially in the rig, probably works similar, but especially in the rig, uh, that's a pretty good demo for how to do it. Then the next video I'm going to do is on my steps. So you guys are going to get a heads up of what's coming up. And so, anyhow, so I also want to thank my three newest members, which is Naj Rukui, Brad McWirt, and who else was it? Another one. I'm sorry. Oh, Dyson's Crazy Adventure. So those are my three newest member. I'm gonna play this little tune for everybody. Here we go. So I do thank you for becoming members. Nobody is here, so I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and end this. I've been on here for almost 18 minutes. I'll give you another minute or two, but maybe the notifications didn't go out. I don't know. I set it up in advance, but it should have gone out. So you'll probably watch this later. And I just want to thank you for becoming members. I'll try to do a once a month live stream towards the end of the month, and I will try to make sure I give you a shout out, at least on a community tab or in a video or sometimes on the live streams. And I want to tell you that I really do appreciate it. I probably shouldn't have done the memberships just because it's a lot of extra work for me, and I don't really have a lot of energy. But at the same time, so many people ask me, why don't I do memberships? Everybody else does. I said, yeah, I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to single anybody out and make anybody else feel bad. But I think the way I set it up, that's not going to affect other people. All you get is what? Once a month live stream, a little shout out, and um, a little recognition, but you get your little emojis. I guess that's not a big deal, but also I kept the prices low. I only did one level, so I thought that was the way to go. So anyhow, well, I want to thank anybody that does come in later. Hope you will enjoy what I have shared. I did get locked out of the truck. I did get back in the truck, so it could have been worse. And it was hot already, very hot, like almost 100 degrees outside. So it was pretty shaky. Anyhow, thank you all for becoming members. Have a great day, and I'll say good night.